Is good, you? It's your boy Novak here with another video. In this video today, guys, we're going to be going over and talking about the 4 new cards added to NBA 2K24 MyTEAM today. Obviously, the Marcus Camby, Jordan Farmar, Steve Novak, all lock in for Steph Curry. So if you're one, you want Steph Curry, these are some of the guys to look at. I'm going to be honest with you guys, I wouldn't lock anything in until Friday. So, even if you're definitely planning on getting them, I would still wait until Friday before locking them in, doing anything with them. But those guys are going to be for the lock-in for Steph Curry. The Bingo Smith, he's going to go towards that Draymond Green. So, again, Bingo Smith is going to ultimately be free. And, again, you guys can just, pick him up via the agendas today. Now let's start it off with Bingo Smith, okay? Shooting guard, small forward, 6'5", 6'8" wingspan, 76 3 ball, 78 speed, 75 lateral quickness. There's nothing that really jumps out to me about Bingo. Now his tendencies are good. The Colin base, okay. I mean, I don't know for sure what it's gonna look like, but I do know Ruben Patterson had that exact same release, literally the copy and paste release, if that's exactly what it is, and I did not love it. Now that's not me saying it won't be better on Bingo Smith. That's not me saying it's gonna be unusable, anything like that. I'm just saying when I used it on the other Ruben Patterson, it just was not ideal, not great. So that's just kind of my initial opinion on things here. Now again, with Bingo Smith, what does he really do for you on the court? He's not great defensively. Offensively, he's not great. That's my big question, right? What does he really give us on the court? Because if I'm going to play him, I'm going to need him to be great at something, and I just don't know what that is right now while I'm looking at the card. Now, I could just be biased against him, but with the bad release, with not great stats, I just don't really see much out of Bingo Smith. Now, again, he locks in for Draymond Green. He locks in for Clyde Drexler. So, I mean, if he's a free card, I would just go get him today because the agenda is probably not going to be super hard. But don't get him and just expect him to just be fantastic, because I don't think he is going to be great. He might be fine. You might be able to use him, but I just don't see him being like next level good in my team, anything like that. That's my opinion on the Emerald Bingo Smith. Steve Novak up next. Now here we go. You got a 6'10" sharpshooter with a 93 ball. Now I already see that speed rating is a 45. But people gas Kyle Korver and his speed rating's like a 60. So I think people can make the case for Steve Novak, a small forward at 6'10". Hotspots from both corners as well as the top of the key. Only 9 total badges. Would I like to see there be more total badges? Absolutely. I mean, I think everybody probably would like there to see more total badges, but you can make it work. Okay, 93 ball. That's all he's going to give you on the court. Speed at a 45. Lateral quickness at a 39. Literally going to be a sharpshooter, and that's it on the court for you guys. So I'm not telling you guys to pick up Steve Novak and just think he's going to be the be-all, end-all. But if you need a just spot-up guy, he should be able to get the job done. The all-important release, the Rodney McGruder base, Jason Preston upper. Nobody has that really yet that I've used, so we'll see what that's like. Has basic dribble style as well with the basic leaner. Yikes. So, again, he's going to be a sharpshooter, but he's going to have to be like a standstill sharpshooter because it's not even like his drifter is going to be good. I mean, from top to bottom, I don't mind Steve Novak. I think the card is going to be fine. I'm just saying he is a shooter, and that's about it. His defense is horrible. He can't even really shoot drifters. And there's just a real ceiling, a low ceiling to how good Steve Novak can be. He's going to be one of the best sharpshooters in the entire game. The 93 ball is super high. I definitely do respect that. But again, from top to bottom, what else does he really provide on the court? Your answer is not too much. Steve Novak, you're fine. Are you going to be a card I maybe use on my No Money Spent? Sure. Outside of that, I mean, are you even going to be better? I'm just going to throw this one out. Are you even going to be better than a guy like Matt Barnes? That's the real question I have, because Barnes, to me, is chicken, right? It gives you so much else on the court. Is Steve Novak going to be better than Matt Barnes? That's the big question that I just have right now. And again, we'll find that out probably later today when we see Steve Novak's release and stuff. But as it stands right now, with his stats, his badges, I'm just not super impressed. Next up, guys, Jordan Farmar. DBG was gassing this card, overnight, and we'll see the Okoro base. I think is fine. Save and lean upper, normal leaner, CP dribble style. He actually looks really solid. The problem I see with Jordan Farmar is you're 6'2" with these defensive stats. And you guys might be like, Ty, you're all about, man, what are these defensive stats? I see a 69 perimeter. I see a 76 lateral quickness. I see one bronze defensive badge. Now, granted, we don't have that many great budget point guards, so that might be the saving grace for Jordan Farmar, especially, offensively, he's going to be able to get the job done at a pretty high level. I'm just saying, card's not perfect. So if somebody's trying to sit there and gas Jordan Farmar as being a perfect point guard, he's not. Good playmaking, you guys can see it. Really solid shooting badges. I think the Okoro base is pretty solid. At least it was okay last year. I haven't shot with Okoro much this year, but I do think it will be fine in my team. I think Jordan Farmar has potential, right? As far as if you want him for your nobody spent squad series, you want to really ball on a budget. I do think Jordan Farmar has potential to be really, really solid in my team. Now, is that me saying he's going to be better than Chris Paul? No. Is that me probably saying I still prefer Matthew Dellavedova because of the defense? Probably. But, I think it's up for a debate, right? And again, we'll see more later on today when his, animations get released, when we see what he's really working with. Either way, guys, I would wait to buy him until you decide whether you want Steph Curry or not. Because for me, this is, again, me and my personal opinion, I do not think he's worth buying unless you're locking in for Steph. Because there are so many, not a ton of budget point guards, but like Delly, if you've already got CP3, there are even Kyrie, Kyrie's level 40. A lot of people don't have him, but there are just so many other point guard options in my team. So we'll see what Jordan Farmar's like. Let me be the test guy before you guys go do what y'all got to do. I do think offensively, though, Jordan Farmar is going to give you quite a bit on the court. Next up, guys, we see our last guy, right? Our sapphire, right? This should be, I'm not saying it will be, this should be like your highlight of the set today. Now, again, I don't know truly how good Marcus Camby is going to be. Am I super excited about Marcus Camby? Not really. But he has the ability to stretch the court a little bit, 60 speed, great interior defense. I like Marcus Camby in my team. And that's crazy of me to say because I never thought I'd say it. But he reminds me of an off-brand Alonzo Mourning. Now, what do I mean when I say that? Well, I do think Alonzo Mourning's going to be better. That's the first thing. But Alonzo can shoot a little bit. Alonzo holds it down on the interior. Alonzo's a decent rebounder. And I just think when I compare the two cards, Marcus Camby is close to what Alonzo Mourning is. Now, the big difference for me is the speed, right? Alonzo Mourning's way faster, way quicker. Alonzo Mourning, again, defensively even gives you a little bit more. But I do think, especially if you're really, a budget baller, that Marcus Camby is going to be able to hold it down. 6'11", 7'2" wingspan. If you need a center for your no money spend, if you need a guy to go out there and compete against Shaq, Marcus Camby is going to be able to do that. Now, he's 17,000 MT. Is he worth that price? Well, the guy, again, the guy you got to kind of compare him to, Daryl Dawkins, right? 6'11", gives you a lot on the court. And again, I think Marcus Camby better than Daryl Dawkins. So I'm not telling you guys what to do. I'm just kind of putting it in perspective how much I do indeed like Marcus Camby in my team. And I think for, again, budget ballers, he is a decent option at that center position. Honestly, a card who I thought was going to be a garbage man actually turned out to be pretty solid. Okay, because again, I didn't. When I was kind of recording this, I was like, okay, Marcus Camby is going to be the thumbs down. We'll see who the thumbs up. No, Marcus Camby is my thumbs up today. Forget everything else that I've done and been talking about. Marcus Camby is my thumbs up today, which I never thought would be the case, but it is the case. Marcus Camby is absolutely elite and the best card that came out today. Again, never thought in a million years I'd be saying that, but he has the ability to occasionally knock down the three ball, and he's like an off-brand Alonzo Mourning. I'm going to sit there and hype him up. Wow, why would I not? He can do everything on the court at a decent level. He's going to defend on the interior at a high level. Give me Marcus Camby over any of these other cards every single day of the week. Newsflash, guys, Bingo Smith, not very good free card. Jordan Farmar's interesting. Steve Novak's interesting. But Marcus Camby takes the cake for me as the best overall card that 2K did drop today. Again, not what I thought would be the case, but was the case today at the end of the day. I need to know you guys' thoughts down below in the comments. Which of these four cards are you guys excited to add to your squad? For me, obviously, I'm going to get Bingo Smith just by grinding the game. Anybody else I'm going to get? No, probably not. But at least Marcus Camby's decent. So far with Steph Curry, okay, here's what you got. you've got obviously a ton more cards coming, but you've got all these cards for 7,000 MT, so 14,000, 35,000. You're looking at 50,000 MT so far on Steph Curry, and the cards are only going to continue to get better. So, I mean, what's the final price of Steph going to look like? I don't know exactly, but just know it is not going to be a cheap set at all. It's gonna end up being a really expensive set, which we all probably figured it would be anyways. That's gonna wrap it up. Let me know your thoughts on it down below in the comments. Drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, and as always, man, I love you guys, and have a blessed day.